So before we get into this video, if you guys want to check out my feature film Pasadena, you can. It's on Amazon right now. You can also check out the Blu-ray, check out my short films. You can get them on Gumroad, pay whatever you want. That's how we can make more projects. You know, helps us out, support indie film. Also, check out our Rocky Top page. Going to talk about that film really, really soon. Cannot wait. I need to lay off the theater glizzies really, really bad. I don't know. Every time I go to the theater, I always get a popcorn and a hot dog, and then I just end up feeling like shit afterwards. Also, I'm going to be doing a Pasadena Blu-ray giveaway every single month. So if you guys do follow me on my link tree down below, like my social medias and stuff, you can keep up with that. Now, when I first saw the trailer for Sinners, I wasn't like necessarily too excited for it. Like the first thing that stood out to me personally was the aspect ratio and how it was filmed, because you know when you get a film that's 2:7:6 and it's that wide, and it kind of screams a vision. And it does, and I do believe that, tighter aspect ratios like that are reserved for special moments, if that makes sense. Like, you're not going to see a film that's 2:7:6:1 and it's just some standard film that a studio's trying to put out. Like, that's just not it. Like, usually there's a reasoning behind it. So I was intrigued, and it was Ryan Coogler, and I just was like, yeah, sure, I'm going to watch Sinners. I will see it when it comes out in theaters. But it was the marketing that really took me by surprise as the months went on, because Warner Brothers, they have been pushing this film. It is everywhere. I see it everywhere that I go. I see it every time I scroll on my phone. In the theater, they're always playing the trailers for it. The marketing for Sinners has been on point, and I hope that this film does extremely well at the box office, because if it doesn't, we might be cooked, gang. Like, I just don't know what happens if it fails. Because Sinners is that rare film. It's that rare genre film that, it's made for almost $100 million. Again, it's very stylistic, of course, with the way that it's shot and the way that, it's presented to people. They've been doing so many interesting things with this film, and it being just a genre film. And I don't want to just write it off like it's something simple, because it's not. I mean, it is kind of simple, like the story and such. I mean, it's nothing too out there, nothing too crazy, but it's the film we've been asking for. Like, it's really nice to just have this type of film to go to the theaters and see, because it doesn't require too much of your attention, but at the same time, when you do put too much of your attention into it, you can pick up on things, because it's very symbolic, and it's Ryan Coogler's most personal film to date. So I can understand wanting to make a film that can not only appeal to the general audience, but at the same time, it's very symbolic, it's very smart with its subject matter, and it's very personal. Like I said, this is a genre film filmed in 2:7:6:1 and IMAX, 2 hours and 17 minutes long. You don't get stuff like this. Like, even Mickey 17, sure, but that's a sci-fi film. And I will say, I have seen films, not necessarily like Mickey 17, but I have seen films in the same realm as Mickey 17. When it comes to Sinners, you don't see a film like this on this scale at all. And it stars Michael B. Jordan playing Smoke and Stack, twin brothers, opening up this club, opening up this place where people can come and play the blues and enjoy themselves. It also stars Haley Steinfeld, Omar Benson Miller, which he looks so much. I don't know why, but he really does remind me of Forrest Whitaker. I don't know why, he just does. And Delroy Lindo, which, funny enough about him, so like, he's in The Five Bloods, he's in The Harder They Fall, he's in Malcolm X. You've seen him probably in a few things without even knowing it. And he was honestly kind of like the standout to me. Like, I just loved his screen presence every time that he was on the screen. But also, I just want to say Jack O'Connell's really good as the main villain. And Michael B. Jordan, I was very surprised with his performance in this, because he plays Smoke and Stack, like, perfectly. I mean, the range that he has is just phenomenal. I could tell the two apart. That's just real talent. I really think that Michael B. Jordan has not been utilized to his fullest extent. I enjoy watching him in anything that he's in. And overall, everybody that was in this film was on point. Everyone. Now, there is a specific actor in this that he does kind of have a bigger role, and I don't know what his name is, because it's actually, I think this is the first film that he's done. For some reason, I can't even find him on here. Yeah, this is like one of his first things that he's ever done. Very impressive. Very impressive. What I like the most about Sinners is its visual style. I don't know why, but it was just so pretty to look at. All of the colors, everything just felt like it was where it needed to be. It felt epic, even though, like, the film itself, and of course, you're going to get this a lot when you're filming on such a prestigious format like, 65 or IMAX, where you're mainly filming set pieces, especially when you're working on a budget, because, like, yeah, the trailer for Sinners is action-packed, but I will say the trailers, they don't necessarily manipulate the film in any type of way, but it does take a while for the film to get started. It is a lot of dialogue, a lot of talking, a lot of setup, a lot of build-up, but it never felt tiresome because I really enjoyed all the characters. But then whenever you do get the action, it is sort of these setups, which of course that's what an action sequence is. But what I'm saying is the coverage felt very minimal, which I like that style of filmmaking. I don't know why. It just, everything in this film just felt like it was where it needed to be, if that makes sense. And also the score. Oh, the music in this film is, I mean, chef's kiss, chef's kiss. Ludwig Göransson, I think that's how you say his name. He worked on Oppenheimer, of course. He's a really good composer. And I hope that Ryan Coogler continues to make films like these because, like I said, you just don't get a film like this often, and I really enjoyed it. The horror elements of Sinners, it's not what you would think it is. It's not necessarily scary, but it does some pretty interesting things. Now, there's one thing that I won't spoil, but it happens about halfway through the film. Very stylistic choice. May or may not pull people out of the film whenever they watch it. I personally love it because I love anachronistic stuff like that, but I just thought that the execution of Sinners, these are the films we need to support. These are the films that I want to keep seeing. I mean, yes, it's great to have a good art house film every now and then. I mean, we get them a lot, and I love them. Those are, like, typically my favorite films. But to have a really good film that's not, it sort of borders between an art project and a blockbuster, again, you don't see that often, and that's exactly what Sinners is. So go support this film out in the theaters. If you can, go see it in a cinema. This is definitely a cinema experience. I cannot wait to watch this film again. I really cannot wait. It's one of my favorite films of the year so far. Would highly recommend checking it out. It's great. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up and maybe subscribe. Check out my link tree down below. Take it easy. Let me know what you thought of Sinners down in the comments, and I'll see you next time.